Sully with the show, live, local, topical, and relevant. Let's go to Adam. Adam from Atlanta. Hey, Adam.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey. So I have a question for you. So you were talking about how we look at people from the bottom, and how politicians treat our people. So then what's, I guess, is your problem with Zoran Mamdani? At least, despite him being a socialist,
right.
In all fairness, I am a socialist myself, so
right.
I'm biased.
Right.
But he's doing a lot of great things for the people.
Yes, he is. But he's doing it at the expense of other people. So that's the problem. I am looking at him from below, and I do see that he does care. But in his caring, he's hurting other people. So, in other words, he's like, for instance, I'll tell you a perfect example. There's a homeless encampment on the west side, I believe, the west side of Manhattan by the Intrepid, right? Now, I grew up in New York City. The Intrepid has been there for decades. It's a great date spot to take women that had never been there before, even though they were from New York. And it was a great time. It's right there on the West Side Highway. It's a homeless encampment now. And he's given 3 times he said, we've got to remove them, and he hasn't done it yet. Well, that's the thing, being nice to those homeless people and letting them live in a tourist spot where people go to see the Intrepid and those boats over there. I don't know if it's the Intrepid still, but those retired warships over there, that's taking away from other people. It's hurting other people. So I do look at him from below. I know his heart is in the right place, but his policies are in the wrong place because they're taking advantage of other people. But very good question, Adam. Good try, though, my brother. I love you. Great. Look, thanks. Great call, Adam. Great call. Thanks for listening, brother. Great call, my friend. So I want to read to you. I did my review of the Odyssey because I saw it today. So I mentioned Matt Walsh. So here's his review of it. Listen to this. Just saw the Odyssey. Despite what you may have heard, literally all of the criticisms by conservatives were entirely correct. The movie is just as woke as you fear, if not more so. Now, I didn't see that. I don't know what he means by that because I don't really know what woke is in a movie, right? Particularly a movie like this. So I didn't see that. I don't know. The DEI casting is atrocious. I don't know what that means. The Lupita Nyong'o is in it for literally 3 minutes of a 3.5-hour movie or 3-hour movie. As I said, the transgender person, you don't even know they're transgender. You only know it because everyone got mad at a transgender being hired for the part. But you don't know they're transgender unless someone tells you. Completely takes you out of the story right from the beginning. But even worse than that is Nolan's decision to turn Odysseus into an anachronistic, whiny, solemn shell of a man plagued by trauma and guilt. Well, I don't know if you realize this, Matt Walsh, but so did Homer. So did Homer. Maybe you didn't read the book. Maybe you just, want to be intelligent. Maybe you just want to be contrary. Maybe you just want to make money on Twitter. But it's the same Odysseus from the book. He was a mighty warrior fighting to get home. But he was still racked by guilt because he lost all of his men. What do you think he's supposed to come home? Hey, I made it. Oh, where's your men? Oh, well, they died. All good, no problem. Read the book. I don't hate these people because I don't know them, but I hate what they're doing to this country and this world. It's impossible to overlook these flaws because the film itself is not terribly entertaining or well constructed. It's actually very well constructed because it's kind of a back and forth. Odysseus is on an island with Calypso. Calypso's a nymph that kind of holds him there. That's kind of what she does. It's in a book. So yes, he is plagued by guilt because he doesn't remember anything. And she wants to keep him there. It's all in a book, Matt. You clown. Richer clown than I, but I'm not willing to go on social media and just throw out bombs for bomb's sake. It's impossible to overlook. For the most part, it's disjointed, dull, self-serious, disenchanted. You would have said that whether you saw it or not. You had this pre-written. I don't even believe you saw it because you wouldn't have written all of this. And overly rushed at the same time. Really? That's okay. That's fine. We saw 2 different movies, my friend. The dialogue is some of the worst I've ever heard in a critically acclaimed film. Is it really? On the nose and clunky are descriptions that can't even begin to describe this script. At no point in the story does Nolan ever transport the audience to the ancient world. Well, he really does. With the exception of some F-bombs, he does. Because I saw a Cyclops. I saw a witch turn men into pigs. It's kind of the ancient world, man. You never feel like you're 3,000 years in the past. You feel like you're watching modern Americans put on a pageant. Yada, 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 yada. Dude, if you are hard up for money, just say you're hard up for money. I'll lend you some. Go away, dude. You're the great divider. You're not the great uniter, no matter what you may think of yourselves. And by the way, Matt Walsh, guarantee 3,000 years ago, you would have been Antinous. Guarantee it. Ha ha ha. If you know, you know. We'll be right back.